What is up, guys? I'm sorry for the long delays between the lessons. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving and ate a lot of turkey and had a good time with their family. Just wanted to do a lesson on seventh chords and some arpeggios for the seventh chords. Actually, we're just going to be looking at the major seventh chord, and I'm going to give you a bunch of arpeggios to work on for a little while, and then I'm going to put a play along for the major seventh arpeggios, and then we're going to go minor seventh and dominant seventh, and maybe even some half diminished and full diminished. We'll see how it goes. But major sevenths, we're going to be using a lot of those in our music, and they're very beautiful chords, and they sound great. And I thought it would just be good to unpack it a little bit and spend some time on them. So we remember from our previous lesson that a major seventh chord is comprised of a root, a major third, a perfect fifth, and a major seventh. And, you know, it sounds like this, or it could sound like this, or it could sound like this, all over the place, or it could sound like this. Alright, we hear the same notes, we hear, or it could sound like this. We hear the same notes, sometimes they're in different orders, and it's just a good thing to have, a good little thing to have in your bag is a major seventh chord. So let's talk about some arpeggios. And arpeggios are fun. They get your fingers nimble. You may never use them in a solo, or you may love them and end up using them in every solo. They really help solidify and tonicize where you're at in your solo. So I use them quite a bit. So let's just start on a C, or let's start on G. Let's start on G, that way you can see my fingers. So we're going to start on G, and there's two. I'm going to give you two formations per string, so you can work on, and we're going to go all the way to the third string. Last two strings are really hard to play major seventh arpeggios on, just because of the stretch. You're really not going to probably be into that, so I'm going to skip that. So let's talk about it. G major seventh, G, B, D with an F sharp. So we have G, B, D with an F sharp. Alright, so third fret on the last string for your G, up to the seventh fret, up fifth fret, next string over, and then you got your G. Alright, so what you do is you're going to take this formation, and I'm just using alternate picking. Don't really dig the what's it called, economy picking. Just never got into it. So just alternate pick it. Alright, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go circle of fourths. So I'm using the wrong formation, I'm sorry. Things for so long, it'll become second nature, and you just end up doing it. Sorry. One thing that I thought of when I was making this lesson is it'd be really cool if you could hum it while you're saying it. So you got C, C, E, G, B, G, E, C, up to the F, F, A, C, E, C, A, F. And what it's going to do is it's just going to give you that extra solidification with the notes, and you may dig it, you may not. I'm gonna stop singing, but it's a really good way to get your voice going with those intervals. It's just cool. You should really do it. All right, so our first formation is that, and it's a little bit of a stretch, but you know, it's just get our fingers nimble, you know. Alright, the second formation I'm going to show you starting on the last string is a little bit easier. You're going to start here on your G. You're going to play the B here on the second fret instead of on the seventh fret, same string. Go back to your D with your little pinky finger and then your ring finger for the G sharp. Alright, that's a much easier formation, but you know what? Sometimes we don't have the luxury of playing easy formations. Sometimes when we're just going for it, we are where we are, and the facility and the ability to be able to play either one with command and with a ferocity is really going to help out, I promise. So let's talk about this one. Once again, economy picking, but it's going to be a little easier because you're switching strings instantly. with that, you can do, actually, sorry, I got carried away. You can do both these first two strings like that. Now, please don't get into the rut of just playing these things and just getting your fingers working. Finger work is awesome, but when you know what you're doing and when you can really visualize what you're doing in your head, that's when things start to click and you start to fire on all cylinders. I want you to really just not fall into the ruts of most guitar players where they play a lot of stuff that they have no idea what they're doing. Alright, don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. You're cheating yourself. Alright, so C, E, G, B, F, A, C, E, B flat, D, F. Yeah. And just do that. If you don't want to sing it, just say it. C, E, G, B, F, A, C, E, B flat, D, F. Yeah, or A, sorry. A, and just say them. You don't have to say them in perfect tune or anything like that. Just say them, and I promise you're just going to be better just by doing that. Alright, now let's go on. So you got that for the first two string. Alright, now another cool thing that you can do is take the circle of fifths, or circle of fourths, sorry. Now start here. Now just go over to the F. Down to the B flat. E flat, A flat. Now you're starting to incorporate two things that are going on at once. Alright, you're starting to think horizontally rather than vertically, and that's a good thing because you're starting to train your mind to think of things differently. You always want to be working your mind. Alright, now let's go on to the next string. Alright, say we still have a G, so we have our G here on the 5th fret, B here on the 4th fret, your D, and all you're going to do with your pinky is just move it over. You don't even have to move it over. Alright, you can just play it. Alright, now when you're doing that, you got C, right? Then we go F. Now our B flat is going to be right here. So you want to start with this finger rather than this finger because you're going to have to go. Alright, so don't go because you're down. Alright, now you can do this as well. So you can go. Sorry. Alright, you can do that too. You're just going to go horizontal, like you're just going to go over the fretboard, alright? Now, there's two formations for that. Actually, there's three. We're going to talk about three for the string. So, say that we have a G. We have this formation right here. Or we have G, B, D, F sharp. Alright, so it's very similar to the RG, isn't it? Stop that. My dog is licking my elbow. It's freaking me out when I play. Stop. She just wants camera time. That's all she wants. Alright. So there's one. Here's two. Alright, now three is my favorite one. It's one of my favorite ones. Alright, it's this one right here. You have this ladder type formation that's right here. Don't do it. Don't do it. Alright, so you have G here with your little finger. B here with your ring finger. Second finger, or the bird, on the D. F sharp up here. Now. Alright, so your root is always going to be here. Alright, and it's also a chord. I use that chord a lot. That's a major 7th chord. Alright, so what you can do here, so you can practice your sweeps for those sweet 6 solos. End up on the A. Alright, so you're just sweeping down, hitting the A on the way back up. And you can just go up. Alright, impress all your friends. Alright, so that's, I like doing that one. It's just cool, it's just fun. You can hit the 9th here, it's really cool. Alright, so let's go on to a G string, real simple. You got, we're going to start on C here. So C, E, so you're just going to go over with it. You hit your G with your little finger and your ring finger on the B. Alright, and this is a really easy one. Alright, Alright, so like I said, guys, you really don't cheat yourself. Don't just, oh, I know these formations and I'm going to practice these formations and I'm not going to know anything what I'm doing. Don't do that to yourself. It's just like going to the gym and trying to work out with the most amount of weight and having not correct posture, not correct form or anything like that. You're just cheating yourself. That's the teacher in me talking. I'm sorry. But anyway, so there's some cool formations for you with the major 7th arpeggio, and I'll do a play along video later on this week so we can jam out together and we can have some fun. I hope that helps you, and I hope it opens up some doors for you as far as your soloing is concerned. And yeah, rock and roll. We'll talk about drop twos eventually, and that's just gonna blow your mind because they have a lot to do with major 7th chords, or not all 7th chords, not just major 7th chords. But it's gonna be awesome. Got some good stuff in mind, and hope to have a lot of fun. So practice hard, and if you have any questions, hit me up on the. Don't email me at YouTube. I'll never check that email. Email me on my Facebook, or yeah, just hit me up on Facebook. Alright guys, I'll talk to you soon, and I hope your week goes amazing. Later.